Hello, my name is Mia Ehrman from AuraPlayer, and today we're going to be showing you a demo of how you could run Oracle Forms business logic on an ADF mobile without redeveloping the Forms system. So today, if you have Forms on the web, you know that a Java applet is downloaded to the client, thereby communicating all the time with the Oracle Forms server, and the business logic of the form is actually running on a single server, and the applet is presenting the forms themselves on the client side. We at AuraPlayer have been able to actually create web services that are able to run the Oracle Forms business logic on the server, the native Forms business logic from the FMX itself, and therefore you can connect any user interface, mobile, HTML, ADF mobile, to run the same business processes as your traditional Oracle Forms system without doing any redevelopment of that business logic. This allows you to basically maintain one system, one set of core business rules and business logic, but to actually deploy it using multiple user interfaces, either traditionally on the desktop or for the new modern next generation technologies such as ADF, ADF mobile, and HTML. We will now show you a demo of running the traditional Oracle Forms system to perform an insert order, and then we will show you the same business process running from an ADF mobile user interface. We will begin with the login screen where we enter the username and password, and it of course checks the access rights of the user based on the complex business logic in the Oracle Forms written in the onLogon trigger. Here we've logged in with an incorrect user and we get an error message that we are unable to access the system, and when we log in with a valid user, it allows us to continue with our insert order. Here in the order form, we are performing a query to see, firstly, that the customer exists, because we cannot insert a new order to a non-existent customer. And then when we see the error message that the customer does not exist, we are then able to create a new customer for that same user ID. You could see here that if you attempt to save, we will get an error message, field required, because we have not entered the customer's name. And you will see as well when we show the ADF mobile client that all of these business logic checks will be performed on the ADF user interface as well. Once we're completing filling in all the customer details, we will then save the new customer to the database, and we will get a transaction complete. And now we are able to enter the new order. All of the triggers that are performed when moving between the fields, all the triggers that are performed in the background of the Oracle Forms system will also be fired when running from the ADF mobile system. As we could see here, if we enter an invalid payment type and attempt to save the record, we will get an error message that we are unable to insert the record. And then if we correct the payment type, the new order is successfully entered into the database. We will now see that same scenario running from a mobile user interface. Now it's very important to understand that no business logic is in the actual ADF mobile system. It is running a web service that is running the Oracle Forms business logic in the back end. So therefore all the validation checks that we see here and all the error messages are responses received from the Oracle Forms server via AuraPlayer. So here we try to enter a new order for customer 355. And as we see here, since customer 355 does not exist, we are transferred to the create customer form with an error message that customer does not exist. Here again, we've neglected to put in the customer name, as you saw as well in the form system. And when we attempt to create the customer, we get the identical FRM error returned from the form system. Once we enter a valid customer name, we are then able to complete the insert order, and as you see, it has stored our values. Here we choose once again an invalid payment type, and we get the exact same FRM 40508 error that we received in the forms scenario you saw earlier. And once we change it to a valid value, we see that the transaction has been successfully entered into the database, and we get the resulting order ID. As you saw from our demo today, AuraPlayer's unique solution allows you to wrap the Oracle Forms business logic with a web service, allowing you to run traditional Oracle Forms business logic from next-generation user interfaces such as ADF Mobile, HTML, or even web services via the cloud. If you'd like more information, please contact us at info@auraplayer.com, or you could check out our website, www.auraplayer.com. Thank you for joining us.